Hi, in this video I'm going to be talking about why is self-hypnosis and learning self-hypnosis so helpful for either reducing the intensity, the frequency of panic attacks and or moving away from them. Why is hypnosis so helpful here? Okay, I'm Orla Kirby. I am a therapist and I specialise in helping people to move themselves away from severe anxiety and or OCD. I do this through a combination of Solution Focused Hypnotherapy and Neuro Linguistic Programming. And essentially, by the end of working together, I am looking for someone to be able to connect with a really deep sense of calm, able to feel empowered and able to act on the things they want to act on and to create the kind of life they want to create for themselves. Okay, so in terms of self-hypnosis and why it's so helpful for shifting your relationship with and experience of panic attacks and eventually moving away from them altogether, ideally in combination with therapy to shift some of the stored emotion. It's so helpful because hypnosis is where your whole mind comes together and it focuses on the one thing, right? In a relaxed way, while also feeling relaxed, while also feeling positive, right? So you're relaxed, you're positive, and you're absorbed, you're focused on this one thing. Right, so your whole mind comes together, it focuses on this one thing in this way that feels good, right? It's a wonderful feeling, amazing feeling. And this is just very, very different from what your mind, your body, your whole self is doing when you're in a panic attack, right? Panic attack being a very, very high level of anxiety, where you're in a high state of fight or flight, right? And you are essentially kind of fighting yourself, right? Because the early mind is kind of leading the way and is kind of leading the charge of this fight or flight, right? And the cortex probably is kind of fighting against that, or these two different parts of your mind are in a bit of a battle, right? The cortex being that kind of more sophisticated, more recently evolved part of your mind, the kind of creative mind, the rational mind might be thinking, why am I panicking about this? Or what, or not, you might have gone way past that point, right? Depending on the level of panic attack. But either way, the cortex, there's going to be a bit of a tug of war going on between the cortex and the early mind. So the mind is divided, or the whole mind is kind of being led into fight or flight by the early mind, right? Could be either or both of those that are happening to an extent. Whereas hypnosis is the whole mind coming together in this peaceful way. And it's like the whole mind, if you look at it on a kind of like a scanner which reads brainwaves, it's very kind of diffuse activity and lots of activity throughout the whole mind. The whole mind coming together in this very peaceful, very relaxed way. So it's focused, it's absorbed, and it's relaxed. And this is just almost the opposite to what our mind is doing when we're in that high state of anxiety, right? There's different chemistry, different brain chemistry going on, right? With the high state of flight, there's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of cortisol, a lot of stress hormones. When we're in hypnosis, there's loads of serotonin, dopamine, endorphins, the things that make us feel great, feel good. So it's almost like we can't do both at the same time, right? Stepping into one will mean stepping out of the other because they can't really completely coexist, right? So that is why learning self-hypnosis is so powerful for moving away from panic attacks, because it's almost like you're learning the antidote and you're learning a path out that is always going to be available to you, like whatever else is going on, whatever anyone else is doing, whatever the situation is. You are always going to have that ability because it lives in your own mind. It's an ability you already have. You just need to learn how to access it. So if you'd like to learn more about hypnosis, you can go to orlakirby.com/learn to meditate. That's like a meditation and hypnosis guide that's specifically designed for people who are struggling with anxiety. So do go and have a look at that. And the next video is going to be, is it possible to completely move away from having panic attacks? And I'll see you there in a moment.